My life without encryption would be, I would say, endangered, probably even personally. We also should be aware that democracy is very fragile.
Optimists, certainly in this case, are, to my experience, a bit lesser informed. Since my background and since my experience, I feel really scared about it.
Well, I think that personally encryption is a tool for safety.
Encryption keeps adversaries out of that conversation, or third parties that should not be part of that conversation out of that conversation. But it is under threat because of a proposed European piece of legislation that is seeking to possibly weaken or break encryption.
I work in Prague for an NGO, and I'm also the chairwoman of a committee that is focused on human rights and modern technologies. I work with journalists, so for them it's protection of their personal safety, but also sources, and also in some states it's about avoiding censorship.
And especially if we consider the best example, the finest examples of journalism we've seen in the past years.
Panama Papers.
Edward Snowden, an international outlaw.
Let's talk about the Uber files.
The FinCEN files.
The Blue Leaks.
All of them were possible also because encryption was there as a tool for journalists.
I'm head of policy at CHEN. It's a global organization working to support survivors of gender-based violence. And we cannot have the safe space that we need as activists without privacy. Encryption is an enabler of the right to privacy, and the right to privacy is a fundamental right. Whatever harm or threats to encryption happen in Europe also justifies the threats against encryption that are happening in the rest of the world.
Encryption allows us to have possibility to trust the relationship that happen in the online world. And we are doing our best to explain to our public, the citizens, policymakers, researchers, the value of encryption as a tool for basically everything. I think it's important at this stage that you remain loyal to the original idea of the European Union as a place that promotes human rights and public rights for everyone.